Hello, I'm Nicole, Cottage Witch, and welcome back. Today's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to do a little wander through my travel art kits. So I've got three sizes, the small, medium, and large for different purposes. The large one I really only take out when I take like my backpack and my whole, like I'm going to go out for several hours. This one is the small one. It's for like taking to work or out on my lunch break or whatever. And so I've tried to have, it's a slightly experimental color palette at the moment. But there are a few things in here. The first selection is, oops, where's my little crayon? There's a crayon in here somewhere. There it is, which is usually in this tin, but I'm doing the three material art challenge this week, just for fun. And the three that I decided to use are the Ecoline Sepia Light, this Indigo Blue Neocolor 2, and the Polychromos Caput Mortem, which is about as cheerful as it sounds. But I really like these three together. I'm trying to use colors other than green because I tend to use greens all the time because I love them and, you know, outdoors, but trying to explore other options, I guess. So these are the three materials I'm using for that particular art challenge. But usually the other things that are in there are a couple of clips to keep my sketchbook open. I have another Ecoline pen that's beige. This is very, 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 very pale. It looks darker than it is, but I use it a lot for blending things. I mean a little bit. A water brush, which is handy for the Neocolor 2s mostly, and also for these Inktense pencils. So I'm trying to use these more. I like them, but I don't know how to use them. So this is the cadmium orange and the gold, which are also colors I'm trying to use more. I don't use yellow, orange, and like pinks very often, so trying to experiment, which is fun, but also a little, I'm not sure what I'm doing. So I'm just playing around with those. And then this violet blue Prismacolor for like a color that I'm more used to. I have this Pan Pastel. I have a few of these. This is the chromium oxide green tint. Anything that is chromium oxide green I will get. I love that color. This is the very, very pale version. And this is the brush thing for it. So it's nice for lightening things up in a way that's not white and like haze, making things hazier and less distinct. It's fun for that. And then this is my little tin of Neocolor 2s. As you can see, I've taken all the labels off, so anytime I want to know what things are, I just have to match them to my swatch chart. But I've only got one green, and the rest are blues, purples, red. I'm not very good at the red either, so experiment season, that's what this is. So this is the little one, and then this is the medium-sized one, which started out as the little one, and then I kept adding things, and then eventually was like, I need a bigger container. So it's got two pockets. This side has my gouache tin, which I've just got, the only colors I've got are the red, which is a pyrrole red or pure red, lemon yellow, ultramarine blue, and titanium white, and then I mixed all the rest. Oh, and this opera pink. So those are the colors in there at the moment. I've got colors you can slightly see that are harder to mix, like this dark brown. I think that's what is that? Is that an umber? I think that's an umber. And then this purple and magenta. But those are still experiments. And then water brushes, clips, lip balm, pen, you know, those sorts of shenanigans. Oh, I have two of these. Why do I have two of these in here? Curious. I think I just need one. So that goes in there. And then this side is all the pens, pencils, markers. So I have a white Pan Pastel. Oops. have a bunch of, oh, this is getting tiny. I have a couple big, these are my two favorite Neo colors of all time. The moss green and the olive green. Anything that's moss green and olive green, I'm gonna like it. This is a very olive green. It's called khaki green, but it's like a dirty olive green. It's my favorite. Sky blue is quite fun. Lilac is quite fun. I'm trying out this wax pencil. I've never used it before. It's like if you see Chinese pencil. I don't know, maybe the Chinese invented this tape method of sharpening it. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's that. So I've got a few pencil crayons, polychromos. These are all polychromos. That's a Prismacolor, more Prismacolor. So I put a few different colors, whoops, in there. And then these are some of the colors, like blue and green I'm used to. These are the Pitt Artist brush pens. They're very fun. But these are the colors I'm trying to use more. This bright sunflower yellow and this fuchsia. Those are two that I'm really trying to use more. Also this orange a little bit. So they're very, very bold. I just got this gold one. I'm not sure about it yet. We'll see. And then a couple more Eagle Line. They came in a set of 5, so they're all like beigey, pale orange, pale pink sort of colors. So this is pink, beige, and apricot. This is the brightest sort of orangey one. So yeah, that's some like comfort colors, some more experimental colors. This magenta is one of the more experimental ones, but I seem to like it because it's tiny now. So this is my medium one. So, oh yeah, this is my gouache. So where's the, hang on. Where's my color, medium and small. So I have a good selection of greens in here, but then also some oranges and magentas and purples. And so these are the colors I'm trying to use more rather than just like blue and green. Like trying to look at the landscape and find interesting other colors in it, or just use whatever color it feels like instead of what's literally there. So that's going out with me later today, which will be fun. I'm going on a little adventure, and I'm taking this one as well, I think, which is the big one, which is, okay, so I did some surgery to this when I got it, because these had Velcro on them and they were driving me nuts because they stick in here and I didn't want them to. So this is my collection of Tombow markers and just a white gouache, and lately I've not been taking them because I've been taking my gouache palette out instead, but if I don't take that, then I'll take these. So this is just a zinc white, which is a more translucent white, so I can play with transparency and like layering up things. These are the colorful colors, and then these are the neutral landscapey colors. Tombow is not great for matching the lids to what the color actually is, so like it gives you an idea of the colors I've got, but they're not all, I don't know, they gotta work on that. And then this is my pencil collection. So these are again the browns and greens on this side. And it took a while to like curate a selection of greens that layer up over either gouache or acrylic ink in a way that, because when you put a color over another color, it doesn't look like it looks on white. It changes how it looks. It's fascinating, but also takes a long time to learn. So these are my browns and greens in the pencil crayons. My favorites are these Derwent Drawing and Color Soft, but the Derwent Drawing colors are gorgeous. So I've got a bunch of those, as you can see. And then these are the more colorful ones, except for the grays, but some yellows and just flower colors, sky colors, and then I always need purple colors because I like purple, a bit of purple. Livens things up. This is my tin of even more Neocolor 2s. It's not quite all of the ones I've got, but it's most of them, just broken down into little. This is how I prefer to work with them, because then I can use the side. Some of them get a bit dirty. I kind of like that. Is that weird? Maybe that's weird, but oh well. Some clips, a pencil sharpener, lip balm, you know. Oh, the one pencil that didn't fit in there is the magenta Holbein pencil. Oh, and this mahogany one, which is a good brick color. And then my markers. Oh, this is my other brick option, which is the Pitt artist brush. I like these little artist brushes. They're very convenient size. However, I like how these big ones work better. So these are the Pitt artist pen dual marker. And I don't use the drawing side very often. I might try it more. But I love this brush pen side. It's so good. And the way it lays it down is just beautiful. I love it. So I've got a bunch of those colors for like backgrounds and things. Blues and greens, and like this sky blue is pretty well blue. This ultramarine is much darker than the casing would indicate. But then May green, see, chromium green. Anytime there's a chromium green, I'm gonna get the chromium green. This is an English green Posca. This is the khaki Posca, I think, yeah. I usually have a lilac in here, but it's in this one at the moment, because I don't have two of that. Because you can only have two of so many things before it's too expensive. So I just switch out where I want it. But it's a good wildflower color. So is the yellow. I'm experimenting with the white. I don't know if it's going to stay in here. It might not. And then the slate gray is like a good thunderstorm color. And then I've got just some odds and ends of like somebody's business card. But these are like spreading paint on and practicing and whatever shenanigans, old cards and things. And yeah, so that's my little travel art kit selection. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be in here. So I'll fix that. They ended up in the wrong containers last time. So this way I can just grab something and go depending on where I'm going and what I'm doing. And these are all the colors that are in here. So there are a ton of them. They're basically like, I can do whatever I want with this palette. So that's good fun. Anyway, I'm gonna go out and about today. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.